Morning everyone, it's Nigel Costello here, and today I'm going to be doing the Calder Divide, well, over 3 days. This is my start point. The official start point is in Castleford. Start there and return to there, so it's just route around the Calder Valley. But today I'm going to be joining at Hebden Bridge, as I live just 5 miles that way. And this is where the route's closest to me, so I'm going to start here and finish here and then home. So wish me luck. 143 miles, roughly 233 kilometers, a lot of hills, especially around here, as you can see. Yeah, well, 2 nights, 3 days, hopefully. Let's wait and see how we get on. I'll share some videos and capture some moments along the way. The first one, this is Studley Pike, if you can see that, on the hills behind the bus stop. And then this is the weirdest bus stop in the world, because there are no bendy buses in this part of the world. So Lord knows how a bus gets there, here, and then pulls back out onto this little road. But there you go. That's the council for you. You're in the country when there's grass going down the middle of the road. First bit of advice, pack as light as you can. I'm on a bit of a beast, and literally this is my first hiker bike section. I know it won't look that steep in here, but it's beautiful. Oh my god. Anyway, onwards and upwards. First mile has had everything in it. Hiker bike, bog, rocks, everything. We're now on the moors. Finally have something which is a bit more rideable. Given the weight of the bike. At least we're making some progress. Maybe. Actually settled into a rhythm. Although I get the feeling this track will have a lot of interesting stuff to throw at me. Hasn't been the easiest 2.36 miles I've ever done. But yeah, that's gonna put some time pressure on the rest of this. But at least we're now heading downhill. Down that way. And that is London Foot Valley. London Foot's down there. London is somewhere up here. We're still not that far from home. If I need to bail out. Now this is interesting because there's been so much rain in the last 18 months. Was it the wettest 18 months in ever? Since 1836 or something daft like that. So this was a footpath, and literally the rain has just washed it away. It's now a little bit of a gully. We're now hiking a bike down the hill as well as up the hill. Now this is pretty spectacular. I'm gonna move the camera to give it to gatehouse for some massive old piles somewhere in London, I would imagine, but you know, very lovely. Here we are on the promenade. You can see that. There's Ogden Water. There's some really interesting stories about old, I won't say pirates, but brigands who were hanging out in the woods there and rob you. I won't say anything about Halifax. And then here is water treatment, something. A piece of good Victorian infrastructure. Yeah, you alright? that was some more hike up that hill. Must be 20% gradient. Not for the faint-hearted. On the plus side, we are making some progress. Let me show you. Started over there, that house up there on the hill, with the masts. Well, not say started, that was our second valley. Then came all the way down this path here, around these woods, and now up here. So, luckily, things are about to get easier. It's mostly downhill from here to Castleford, hopefully. Continue straight on Perseverance Road. What an apt name. No, that's what we'll do. Persevere. Is it really bad that I'm saying this 10 miles into a 140-mile journey? Just come that way. A little bit muddy. It's been a little bit wet recently, but it's hard to believe that we are, I don't know, came through a big housing estate just off south of Bradford, just near Shelf, and then within a few minutes the route had guided me up through some really lovely old farmhouse, older barns and stuff, and then down through a wood, and here we are. So I know Bradford's built up, but there's lots of green bits as well, so yeah, really pretty around here. Woohoo, tarmac! This is old disused railway line, now converted into a great cycleway. Goes from south of Bradford, I think, all the way to Cleckheaton. I'll check that. Old disused railway line converted into a great piece of cycling infrastructure. We've got to find the next bench and sit down and have some lunch. Spot of lunch on the Spen Valley Greenway. Thank you, Ryan Van Duzer, for your recommendation on nut butter and tortillas, really. Quite good. I'm not sure it classes as a breakfast burrito, but there you go. My camera is age charging. That's what I'm hoping to do as well for the next few minutes. Progress has been incredibly slow today. Those off-road sections, really hilly. The downhills are very wet, washed away in places because we've had so much rain, and the uphills are just steep. So, for someone who's done quite a lot of mountain biking around that area, God, it was awful. Anyway, onward and upward. Cas Vegas is hopefully the next major destination. That's the official start of the route. We're hoping to be there by late afternoon. This is the Sulker Hebel navigation. We got somewhere near Dewsbury. Hard to tell. here we are on the Dewsbury and Ossett Greenway. Ryan Van Duzer would have a field day out here. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Still light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, there is. This is the Millennium Bridge, more or less the start and end point of the whole thing. The Calder Divide.
So that is the first leg of the journey done, 42 miles. I'm now about to set off from the actual start point. And commence the journey down towards Wakefield, and try and find a place to eat as soon as I can, and then also try and find a place to camp as well. So I'll rejoin you in a moment.
Now this is fun. Somebody's decided to put a bridge with steps and no ramp on it. But anyway, there are two little tracks. There's one little track. I'm just halfway up at the moment. So you can put your wheels in, hopefully do it. But this is obviously meant for lighter bikes, I think. But anyway, here we go. Heave-ho, step at a time. Who said cycling was just a little workout for your legs? 4 more steps to go. It's got to be easier going down the other side. Nice camping setup, tarp and hammock, which is good because there wasn't any flat spots around here. So it's been good. The tarp was lowered down last night just to there was no breeze or anything, but just to kind of protect from rain and everything else. And I've just raised it up now to get in and out easily and fix stuff. It was good. So thank you very much, campsite. And obviously rules are leave no trace, so I'm just going to tidy everything up now and get going. Knees are a bit sore, so see how monitoring that. Might loosen up from all the jolts and the downhills yesterday. And you've guessed it, another greenway. To be fair, there's very few sections of road on this so far. I might have just niggled my knee yesterday on some of those really rough first few miles. It's been a bit sore in terms of getting either going uphill cycling or hike a bike. So I'm now going to try and cycle home. So I've just set up a new route to get me home. I'll either come back and finish this route from here, which is Newmillardam, or try and do the whole route again at some stage. Find myself retracing some of my steps. There's some interesting artwork along the Spen Valley Greenway. So here's some metal sheep. Tie in with Bradford's woolen mills. And then they've got some interesting seat architecture as well. Seen a bulldozer, or a metal digger piece of a bulldozer turned into a chair, and some of the others as well. So yeah, they've done a really good job on Spen Valley Greenway. Almost home. This is Hewenden Viaduct on the Great Northern Trail, Route 69 for Sustrans. And this is the old Northern Railways line between Keighley and Halifax, which was affectionately known as the Alpine route. You know, all the tunnels and over the hills and the great steep gradients. Fortunately, it's very open now for cycling. I'm actually abseiling over the side, doing some work on it. It's brave given the height of this.
And that is the end of my first attempt on the Calder Divide. I've made it from, Pecket Well all the way to Castleford, then from Castleford down to Newmillardam. So I've made it a decent trek and did another 30 miles home as well. So 2 decent mileage days, but yes, I have failed on doing the divide itself, but I will be back for a second and possibly a third attempt to finish it off. So thank you very much for watching. Take care. Stay tuned for the next video.